If we disrupt how we feel, we can actually really disrupt our ability to advocate for ourselves and get our needs met in our lives. In this month's video series, we're taking a look at how to feel emotions without feeling ashamed of them. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about how our emotions are linked to our psychological health, like how we actually feel as individuals. So emotions are linked to our needs getting met, are linked to our behaviors that we take to get our needs getting met. And if we disrupt how we feel, we can actually really disrupt our ability to advocate for ourselves and get our needs met in our lives. So not feeling emotions actually makes us numb to our needs getting met, and we can become quite complacent and allow things to just kind of wash over and happen in our lives. Now, why do we feel ashamed of our emotions? So often what I find when I work from a clinical perspective is noticing that people feel ashamed often from their childhoods. So there could be a pattern that you have where perhaps you were raised by people who they weren't able to be with their emotions, or they weren't able to regulate their own emotions. They couldn't handle their anger, their upset, their depression. So they certainly couldn't handle you having your emotions. So your emotions actually dysregulated their emotions. So it's a kind of a system where you grew up where instead of getting that your emotions are valid and you have your right to them, perhaps you didn't feel that you had your right to emotions. So shame is a really important social emotion. It's used to kind of keep us in the tribe and avoid rejection in our lives. So it's a disciplining emotion, and with one look or with one glance or by teasing or telling you you're too sensitive, a parent or a caregiver can shame us into submission with our emotion. And if you had something like that in your childhood, a teacher or a caregiver or some kind of authority figure that shamed you for your emotion, you might find that as an adult or an older person, you really struggle to be okay with having your anger, your upset, your own feelings, your own sadness. Stay tuned for more. Take care.